Hey, how's it going guys? It is JTJudgment here and welcome back to the channel today guys for another FIFA 17 Ultimate Team Legend review. And today guys, what's going on here? Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's try that again, shall we guys? How's it going? It is JTJudgment here and welcome back to the channel again for another FIFA 17 Ultimate Team Legend review. And today guys, we are going to be taking a look at the 87 rated Italian striker Filippo Inzaghi guys. But before we get into this review, if any of you are looking to pick up some PSN codes, some Xbox codes or some PC games guys, I highly recommend checking out cdkeys.com. I will leave a link in the description down below this video for you guys if you do decide to check them out. Alright guys, going into the stats with Inzaghi for an 87 rated legend, I gotta say he has got a couple of decent stats, but when you look at all of his stats in general, they're not really that great, you know. Some of the best one guys, 94 on the composure, 94 attack positioning, 93 reactions, 87 acceleration, 95 on the finishing, 87 heading accuracy, 89 on the volleys, and 82 on the ball control. For a legend guys, he does have a lot of red stats, a lot of orange stats, but I guess he does kind of make up for that guys with multiple 90s stats, you know. On the card guys, he does have 85 pace, 84 shooting, 78 on the dribbling, 49 on the passing, 20 on the defending, and 55 on the physical guys. So when it comes to stats, he really doesn't look like the greatest of players, you know. So I went into this review really not expecting too much. I didn't want to start playing the games expecting him to outperform many of his stats, because then I think I would be setting myself up for disappointment, you know. So I was going into this review being realistic and expecting just an average player, you know, and that is exactly what Inzaghi was for me guys. He really wasn't anything special. I don't want you guys going out buying this player. I don't know, maybe if you are a Milan fan and you're a massive Inzaghi fan and you want to use him in your team, maybe I don't want you guys expecting him to be, you know, the best player in the game, because that's just not what you're going to be experiencing, you know. He may score you one or two decent goals, he may have one or two decent games for you, but in general guys, he just is an average player, and that's something that I really don't want to be saying about a legend regardless of their rating in this game, you know. So the positives that I did find guys is dribbling and ball control for me was surprisingly better than I was expecting, you know. He has got 78 dribbling on the card, and with FIFA 17 a lot of players do feel slow on the ball and sluggish and very slow to turn. Inzaghi wasn't as bad as I was expecting him to be, but he wasn't fantastic at the same time, you know. It's bringing me back to the comment that I've already made of him being a very average player. It was exactly what I experienced with this stat as well guys. Definitely wasn't the best, but he wasn't the worst either, you know. His finishing for me was fantastic. Now when it comes to shooting guys, Inzaghi for me in this game is definitely the sort of player that will be able to score multiple goals for you from inside the box, but from outside the box guys, it is a completely different story. I was very lucky guys, he did manage to score me one if not two decent goals from outside the box. Maybe if you want to try finessing on a regular basis, you'll probably have a lot more luck than me there. But guys, when it came to long shots for me, he just wasn't getting the job done, you know. They weren't on target most of the time, and a lot of the time guys, he wasn't putting enough power behind the shots. Even though I was putting 3 to 3.5 bars of power in the shots, he just wasn't getting it done, you know guys. So unfortunately, if you are someone that likes to take long shots just like me, then that box is definitely not ticked with the legend Inzaghi in this game. His pace for me was pretty decent guys. He does have 85 pace on the card. I gotta say he felt pretty quick on the ball. His acceleration did kick in pretty quickly, so if you do like fast strikers, then Inzaghi, from my experience using him anyway guys, will not disappoint you there. And the last positive guys that I do need to mention is his weak foot guys, which is a big surprise considering that he does have a 3-star weak foot. Now he has 3-star skills and 3-star weak foot like I just said, so if you are a skiller then it is something that you need to keep in mind. But if you are like me guys, and roulettes and ball rolls and step overs are enough skills for you to use in this game, then he will suit your style of play just fine. But if you are someone that likes to use, you know, your fancy Ronaldo chops and your Berber spins, then it is something that you do need to keep in mind when buying this card, because obviously he cannot do them. But like I was saying, with the weak foot, it felt like at least a 4-star for me, you know. He felt very reliable on his left foot, scored a couple of nice goals from inside the box for me. Like I was saying, outside the box, he will be absolutely useless with his weak foot. But inside the box, guys, judging from what he was like for me, he will be very, very reliable for you. That is for damn sure. Pretty much everything else, guys, with this card was a weakness. I mean, his passing for me was dreadful. He just kept giving the ball away. I mean, he's got 49 passing on the card, for crying out loud. So, you know, you can expect him to be pretty dreadful when it comes to passing in-game. And that is exactly what I experienced, guys. He just constantly gave the ball away. And it was a constant, you know, weakness that was very, very frustrating with this card. His positioning for me wasn't the greatest as well, guys. Now, he is a player with medium attacking work rate and low defensive work rate. He just didn't seem to be one of the players that wanted to make runs on his own. He was a very lazy player, you know, and I really didn't like that about him. Even though, guys, he does have 94 attack positioning in game, he just didn't seem to want to get into the positions on a regular basis that I needed him to get into by himself for him to score more goals for me, guys. So his positioning, unfortunately, was something that was very, very frustrating as well with this card. The other things that I didn't like, guys, are pretty much the obvious ones: strength, aerial ability, and like I was saying, his long shots for me wasn't the greatest either, guys. So when it comes down to it, guys, Inzaghi for me he's a very, very average player. He's got decent pace. He's the sort of striker that will definitely score you some goals from inside the box on a regular basis, but from outside the box, it is a completely different story. His weak foot, like I said, was pretty decent. If you look at what I said about him, guys, he does look like an average player, and that is exactly what I experienced, guys. I gotta say, he is worth it simply due to the fact that he is one of the cheapest legends available in the game right now at just over or around about the 120,000 coin mark. If he was more than that, guys, then I would not say he is worth it. But if you are looking for a cheap legend striker for your team, then Inzaghi is a fairly reliable option, like I was saying, considering his price, guys. But that's just my opinion. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. I'll be very, very interested in hearing that. Drop a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe today for more to come soon. And as always, guys, most importantly, please take care, and I will see you all next time. Ta-da, guys.